Let's talk about Deshaun Watson. This tweet came out today from, by all accounts, a very reputable source coming out of Houston. Mark Berman from Fox 26 says Texans are working toward a potential deal that would send Deshaun Watson to the Miami Dolphins that could get done this week. If not this week, they still hope they can get it done before the November 2nd trade deadline. We've heard about this for a while now, but it seems like there's some real backing to it at this point. It's a more reputable source. It said that it could get done this week. Guys around the Houston area that have been synonymous with NFL media over the past decade plus, like Lance Zierlein, backed it up and said, listen, this guy's saying it, there's some weight behind it. And now it seems that a number of other sources are adding to and confirming that these rumors are maybe more than just rumors. Aaron Wilson, this one is extremely, what do I say about this? It's non-specific, but details have since emerged that shed light on this. Let me just read it to you. Another team's potential involvement in another potential trade, not involving Deshaun Watson, is a factor in this situation. So it seems extremely broad, right? Where it's like, why even tweet this? But now we know more information regarding this, means that Tua Tagovailoa is potentially involved in a trade as well, with two landing spots. Miami, of course, trying to hold out, looking for their best option. And the two names that have really emerged here is Washington football team and the Denver Broncos. So right now it seems more likely, at least to me, that Tua would be headed to Denver. Some great weapons in there. The play calling under Pat Shurmur has not been great, but I'm not sure how you could watch Teddy Bridgewater play QB and be like, hey, that's our guy. Sure, Pat Shurmur is not a good offensive coordinator, at least has not been this year. Was really successful in Minnesota. But Teddy Bridgewater can't make the throws. Like, I'm sorry. That's a huge factor. There was a video out of just Teddy Bridgewater just completely missing guys and missing throws last week. And now that's not to say that a QB should be perfect on every single play, but Teddy Bridgewater is imperfect on more plays than he's perfect on. And that's certainly a huge problem. So I'm not sure if a first round pick is going to be what gets it done, but Tua Tagovailoa seems like, former top 5 pick in the draft. A lot of guys want to give up on him already. He's been injured. Injuries are a problem. Injuries will hold back a career indefinitely, right? But Tua's got the talent. You don't know what you have there yet. So if you're going to have guys that are high on Sam Darnold and not Tua, doesn't make any sense. People are so quick now to proclaim busts so that they can be first. Like Justin Fields is a bust already after one game. I mean, that's something that people actually believe at this point, which is ridiculous to me. But Tua has a huge opportunity to develop as long as he can stay healthy, which is a big if. Tua could be a very solid quarterback in the league. So Washington football team going after their potential QB of the future. Same thing with Denver. Miami weighing their options to see what the best offer on the table will be. Whether it's a first round pick, it's tough to say at this moment, right? But maybe a first, second round pick and change, right? Or, either or, right? Could be a second and change or a first and a sixth or pick swaps. Those details are very tough to get in advance because you just don't know. You always see kind of like throw-ins. We've been tweeting about this today. Twitter.com/Bengal YouTube. The link is in the description of this video. You can check it out. But certainly, and this was my potential idea of what it could be, but I'm not sure if it's going to be as much as a first round pick. Washington football team is another spot, but Denver, I think, is the leader in the clubhouse right now. It's a tough spot. So what Miami is then going to do, once they recoup whatever trade value they can from Tua Tagovailoa, they're going to take that and send it to Houston. So what it could end up being is, let's say it's at the high end, could be Denver's first round pick in 2021 and Miami's first round pick in 2022. That's an upcoming draft, 2022. And Miami's pick in 2023. The Dolphins this year do not have a first-round pick. They sent it to Philadelphia. Quite a change, but they do not have their first-round pick. So Philly owns that. So they can't trade a pick they don't have in order to get Deshaun Watson, clearly. So I always hate to see these teams just throw away draft capital, because we look at what the Texans did. They kind of went all out and set them back, you know, a bunch of years now, and the Texans are a disaster team. Would the Dolphins potentially be doing the same thing? And they're a disaster right now. They're 1-5. Does a quarterback like Deshaun Watson change things? Absolutely. And he would be playing, just doesn't want to play for the Texans. There will be a suspension coming down at some point. How long that is certainly remains to be seen. But for the 1-5 Dolphins that are basically, you know, calling this season a wash, why not trade for Deshaun Watson, face that suspension in a losing season anyway, and then try to start fresh in 2022 with a new superstar quarterback and hopefully some better pieces around him. So I just wanted to at least let you guys know that this was happening for those who are not on Twitter. But right now it seems that it's almost more likely than not that Tua is headed to Denver or Washington, D.C. area, Landover, Maryland, and Deshaun Watson would be headed to Miami. So if I misspoke there, Deshaun to Miami, Tua to Washington or Denver, and then with whatever trade pieces that the Dolphins can get back for Tua, they would trade to Houston for Deshaun Watson. So we'll have to see. This apparently is Washington has not had contact with Houston or Miami and is not in on the quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. But these are the reports coming out. That's part of why that Denver seems more likely. Benjamin Albright is an incredibly good resource for the NFL and the draft and things like that. But he retweeted this. Seems that there is some backing behind it. So we will have to see. Seems like Denver is probably up ahead, but he's saying that Broncos do not have interest in Tua. So I mean, it's a lot of he said, she said right now. But what happens? What happens? Is it Tua to Denver? They're saying no. Is it Tua to Washington? Reports have said no. But it seems like Deshaun Watson to Miami? I don't know, man. Kind of all over the place video. Just kind of giving you guys the rumors out there and wanting to know what your response to these would be down in the comment section below. So let me know what you think, and we'll have to see, you know, what ends up materializing. So let me know down in the comment section below what you think is going to happen. And if anything does happen, I'll put out a video as soon as possible talking about the repercussions and things that could end up happening as a result of a trade. So thank you so much for watching. I know a little bit of a rambly video, but I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.
I hit it at the park, bend bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah, promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah, pump a turn, taking it back to the house. Defensive joke, I'm laughing so loud. Speedbird's good.